Hey guys, and welcome back to a Farming Simulator 17 mod contest review spotlight kind of thing. Here we are in front of Sam N's 6000R. Now I know I took a lot of criticism from my Fent review, and I'm going to I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to defend myself on why I was that critical in this video. I was that critical because their previous work, aka their John Deere's, were 10 times the mod that Fent was. And it kind of ballparks me onto this, and this is why I'm defending myself in this video. Some of you are probably going to freak out what I'm about to say about this, because it's very along the same lines. Sam N, the last 2 competitions, has released what I would consider outdated mods. I'm sure, I'm not going to say I'm 100% because I'm not. I'm pretty sure this is the same mod that he released in FS13. I don't know if it was part of the competition, but it was definitely a 6R. And just look at the details. Now, my criteria and the way I do stuff, I've never really explained it, is it as good as, well, let's just pick a in-game tractor at random. Let's say this one. Now, I'm going far and beyond here. Does a mod look as good as this? Does it have 3D model lights? No. 3-point hitch texture? No. The general textures around it look like FS13 interior. Yep, they do. Let's go over to the Massey in-game. Yeah, okay, the quality. What's better quality here? Is the mod a better quality, or is the in-game tractor of random better quality? That's the type of stuff I'm looking at here, guys. So sort of the 3-point hitch area, not bad. We'll come over here. Okay, yeah, this one would be better. That's the type of stuff I'm looking for. Now, it's not all bad stuff on this John Deere. But that's the type of stuff I'm looking at. Is a mod better than the in-game stuff, yes or no? If it isn't, then I'm sorry, but for the case of Sam, and Sam's going to get the flack of this again for another competition, just re-releasing stuff that's been re-released in the past from FS13 and bringing it into spec now, I believe I'm not the only person to say this, I believe Rainbow Dave said exactly the same thing in his video of this, is a joke. Is a complete and utter joke. And it's a shame that in 2017, and Farming 17, people are doing this. Now the startup sounds, they are custom, you heard it there. But if you listen carefully, there's some static. There's some sort of electronic static going on. Now, I will shut it down, and as the final crank of the engine rolls over, you will hear some crackling. Now you heard it there. In editing, I may turn it up so you can clearly hear it. So there's some stuff to look for there. The tractor's not all bad. We'll start it up, drive it around, we'll show all the lights, the needles and everything work, the beacons, the indicators, all of that stuff. There is a lot of IC on this tractor. So we have your door, the sound gets louder and quieter. The mirrors make it get louder and quieter. Interesting. Down here, let's turn off the hazards. We have the buddy seat we can fold, which makes it get louder. Interesting. The seat folds forward. The headrest folds down, which is cool. Definitely unique. The door over here opens. But when the door opens, you guys can clearly see it there, and I've figured out what it is. A pane of glass comes from somewhere. Not sure where, because we still have it there. Pane of glass there, but we have some glass being moved here as well. Which I think it's from the door over here. Not too sure what's going on there, but you guys can clearly see it inside the cab. Right in front of us. So I'm not too sure where that's coming from. Scroll over here, I believe the rear window opens. Yes, it does. And sunroof. Now the sunroof dots on tractors can be a pain in the rear end to hit. Now we'll shut this. Switch off all our lights and beacons. Come to the configuration. We'll shut it down. I hear that static again. It's weird sounds. I don't know how that happened. So the 6230 is 280 horsepower, and the 6250R is 300 horsepower, and that's the only two ones here. Different wheel configs. We've got the wheel weights, and show you them. They're a different colour by the looks of it, but yeah, colour matching can be a pain. Narrow tyres, which is nice to have. I'm not going to lie there. And doors, which everyone knows is pretty much just the standard in-game doors, which is also nice to have. Although we have the wrong tyres on the wrong rims by the looks of it. I'm glad I'm actually having to redo these because I didn't see that earlier. So that's correct. That is not. So we've got the wrong rims to the wrong tyres there. So that makes me wonder if they are actually like that in the normal version. Well, that's probably the best thing for it to sell it. Didn't mean to do that. Where is it? There it is. And let's go standard, that one again. And we'll go through the different designs. So the Panoramic Roof. Be back over here now. Very open, nice indeed. Yeah, they are the correct rims on those. So it opens it up. Looks like it's been cut away. It reminds me of an AGCO tractor like this. Right, drive it over there now. Alright, we've got it back over here. Hopefully I won't accidentally sell it like I did a minute ago. We've got the Starfire, which I do want to show because it does have a different colour. Again, a lot of people seem to have issues colour matching in the game for whatever reason. Especially John Deere's. The B-pillar. So what does the B-pillar do? Basically, in a vehicle, you have an A-pillar, which is just here by the air intake, a B-pillar, and a C-pillar. Basically, we've now got that. That being said, I wonder if we open up the IC... Yeah, we still get our glass. So it's connected to that somehow. I just wanted to make sure if it left it or not. That's interesting. We'll go to extra lights at the top, which you'll see are on by default now. Actually, they're not because I got into the machine. But there's no way of switching them on. No idea how they work. And we can go into there and you guys can see nothing pertaining to that type of stuff at all. So no idea how they work or if it's just their thing. Go to customization again. Panoramic Roof, lights, Starfire. And then basically it goes through the different variations of all the stuff I've just covered. But basically wrapping up, I guess, I'm disappointed with this again. And Sam's been around for a number of years. Back in FS13, I used his mods heavily. He was fantastic. He was a great mod creator. Seems like he only comes around for the competitions nowadays and just delivers stuff that's not quite up to snuff. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from when I'm saying, why are people bringing us FS13 mods? If I had the game installed, I would download that tractor and compare it. Kind of make a point out of it. I'm pretty sure it is. Most of you will recognise this front end. It was quite well known in the farm sim and especially the FSUK community. So hopefully you guys see where I'm coming from on this one. And I'm comparing it to in-game tractors. I mean, simple stuff as making sure the front ends are mesh or 3D lighting. Like in these tractors where you can actually see some lights and they have somewhat realistic mesh and the 3D. Hopefully it's kind of pointing you in the direction I'm looking at and why I critique some tractors the way I did. The Fendt, we know their previous stuff from their John Deeres. A lot of people on their Facebook were saying the John Deeres were better tractors. And what really grabbed my nerves about tech modding is they removed all the bad comments. Anything someone's criticised or said about their machine, they removed. They just left the good comments. Kind of says it all right there for them. But hopefully you guys take on board what I've said on this. I don't beat around the bush. I'm truthful. I'll say what I think. And some people like it, some people don't. I know how hard it is to mod. I have tried it myself and done a bit of it myself in the past. So I've been there. I've done it in a weird and wonderful way to some degrees. So people that can get them in there, my hat's off. But again, FS13 mods, really? Catch you guys later.